My name is Aditya and I'm from Vijayawada. I did my schooling there. So after that, I did JEE. I cracked JEE. I got admitted into NIT Andhra Pradesh in civil engineering branch. So I studied there and I graduated. Initially, I have a fear of coding because in first year while I was studying, there is a subject called as C++ and I barely passed it. All other subjects I did well, but that particular subject, because of the teacher that was taught, I was not able to connect to that subject, and I thought coding is not for me. Completely focused on civil in that 4 years, and I cracked in on-campus placement a job in KC International Limited. So I worked there for around 1.5 year. In around 1 year goes for training and 6 months for in Bihar. So while I was working in there, I thought to shift. Look, because most of my friends are shifting. It is in 2022, 2023. So I thought, I tried some coding and I thought that okay, I can also do this. I enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed that problem solving approach. I generally enjoy solving puzzles and all. So I like that. So I thought like it's not so much difficult like I thought that they in the case of C++. So I took some coaching in other institute called as NextWeb in full stack. Parallel I used to manage both civil job in Bihar and this job. So the civil job is also so tough there. Like in terms of there is no stability in that job. It's a transmission tower line going from 250 kilometers span from Varanasi to Patna. So every day, for every kilometer there will be 4 towers. The construction can happen around these 1,000 towers anywhere. I have to travel there. I have to inspect as a quality engineer. So physically, it's so much drain, right? So I just by I tried some development. I thought I can do it. I learned full stack. So I resigned there. I got a job. I got an internship. I did my internship there in some company called a Deep Thought. So, but the CEO there, Tarun, liked my initiativeness and liked my leadership qualities. So he made me a team lead in that small startup. So I worked there. There are some very few projects of the own company. Professionally, it doesn't help that much. But as a working as a team lead, I had to train some students in software training. So I got the experience in software training. I taught some React, Node, some other subjects also I taught in that in that college. Parallelly, I used to work for the some development projects as a team lead. Both I have to manage, but like I said, it's more of an teaching role than in development. I learned very few things in development there, but my interpersonal skills are developed in that company. After that, my internship over, I got an opportunity in the current company that I'm doing, ERT Technologies. I worked there. While I was here, I learned most of the things like mobile app development, website development, backend. So more practical oriented things I learned here. Then parallelly, I took Cryo. Right. So the reason that I took Cryo, even I know full stack development, is that of course I know full stack, but NextWeb taught it different. But as some of my friends told me that they taught fundamentally Cryo, and also I want some good placement support from Cryo. So that's why I took Cryo. This is between the Deep Thought and the current company. I haven't got this offer in the current company. Then I was looking like I want to learn DSA and I want a company which has some good placement support. So I thought, okay, let's try Cryo. I took Cryo. Then I got this offer in ERT Technologies. So parallelly while working here, I used to do Cryo classes also. So this was happened. So fortunately, my course was completed and I got this opportunity in Mr. Cooper. So in ERT Technologies also, while I was working, I was as I have previous teaching experience in Deep Thought. This company took me for the reason that the same company has a coaching institute itself. Okay, ERT Technologies has a coaching institute. So I was working as a trainer in that coaching institute for around 2-3 hours per day, and I'm doing development also. So currently I'm a Monstack trainer here. So teaching Monstack also helped me, to understand the topics fundamentally, and it also helped me to crack the job also. I don't think if I'm not into teaching, I don't think I can be able to crack this Mr. Cooper job. It's an 2+ experience role. I have only 1 year formal experience, to be honest, right? But still, I can be able to crack the job because of the teaching experience. And also, I would also give some credit to Cryo also, because while I was teaching Munstack here in this company, I used to take no some Cryo references also, because how they are Cryo are teaching. They are teaching more fundamental. I observed, I can compare between next wave and Cryo. So the Cryo classes are more into more fundamental things, more they go more depth than next wave classes. That's what I observed. Even I took those notes of Cryo of how they are teaching, their body language, their way of asking questions, their flow of teaching and all. So I also try to implement that in my classes also, right? So this is my journey. So actually, I would say it's easy. It's definitely hard. So because from morning I had to go to the office, do some development work. So also in this company also, they like my initiativeness, and I was handling 2-3 projects simultaneously, right? So kind of a team lead, I would say. I was doing some development, and again I have to teach some classes around 2-3 hours a day for 2 batches. So I have to prepare for classes, right? So that's one thing. So even after I came home, I have to teach. For Cryo, what I did is I took self-paced, because I couldn't be able to sit for 1.5 hours and listen to the classes. So I took the self-paced classes. So that was much easier for me. In 5-6 days only, for entire month, I sat only for 1 week, let's say, and completed that entire 1 month assignments and all. So, but what happened is, even after coming to room also, I had to sit for some time for learning for teaching. Preparing for my classes on how to teach and seeing Cryo classes. So even after that, I have some other work, like something personal. My father has some issues, he has some COVID and black fungus, and there are so many other health issues that he is facing. So that is something entirely different. So he couldn't be able to see properly. He has some diabetic retinopathy in his one of the eye. He has no right eye. It was removed due to COVID. He has only one eye, left eye, but that is also kind of blur. So I was also manage my father's work also in the night. So what will happen is, in the entire morning, he will manage somehow any mails or any Excel kind of work is there. In the night time, after 10 to 11, we sit together. I will be sitting here, he will be sitting in his home. He will guide me of what to keep the mail, whom to send the mail, what is the Excel, etc., etc. He's a manager in some company. So that email work and also I should do, because he can't see the laptop proper because of the eye problem, right? So that I was managing. So I was managing my development work in the company, teaching in the company, Cryo classes, and my father's work. 4 things in entire day. My entire day is completely packed. Not even some personal time is also there. But later slowly, what happened is, I don't watch Cryo all the time. Like I said, I will concentrate in 1 week or 10 days per month. Right? That's the way I did it. But after teaching 1 or 2 batches, I got comfortable in teaching. So I stopped preparing for classes, because I got accustomed to it. So one of the work slightly less. One of the work was less. So my development work was slightly lessened. I was focusing only one project. I told my manager that it is too much heavy to focus on 2 batches of classes and development. So slowly it reduced. So that's how I managed it. It's definitely not easy. There is no much personal time in certain point of time for around 2-3 months. I would say November, December are so much. October, November, December. These 3 months, I was handling all these things. So after, I think, January, Cryo classes were over. Placement support was started. So also along with that, my load to prepare for the classes also lessened. It's fine. Most of the cases it's fine. Sometimes maybe only one situation I faced which is not well, but I made some mistake. My delay, it got delayed. The response from the other person got delayed, and because of that, 2 days extra work is postponed. I got the B grade because of that. I asked them, because of you this happened, but it wasn't rectified. But it's not a big matter. But apart from that, I think mentor support is good. The initially it is more, but gradually it lessened while I was moving on to 3 4 months after. Initially they used to call more regular, but later it's fine. They supported me whenever I want some self-paced classes, whenever I want some rescheduling. They did well, and also they conduct mock interviews, which are quite effective, I would say. Even myself, I also conduct mock interviews in this company. I have teach students, right? So that's fine. The structure that they follow, the feedback that they give is accurate. So I think it's quite well, I would say, for most of the part. So I myself conduct so many interviews for either students or for my company. So not so many. I would say I have some experience in conducting interviews. So one important thing is you have to answer of what the interviewer is expecting. You have to answer that way, right? So one thing is if there is an interview, one thing I will do is I think the before day I will just summarize give some take summary of all the concepts. Generally, one thing that helps me is I teach students some concepts, so I know how to answer them, right? So how the way I answer, the how to answer all these things, I'm aware of it. So I think you have to work on the articulation thing, one thing, and other thing is, like I said, as I already teaching there, I couldn't just 1 hour, 2 hours revision is enough for me. It's important to revise some important concepts based upon the role that you are applying for. Apart from that, you also have some good problem solving skills, and also good communication skills, obviously. And the second important thing, apart from articulation and all these things, is that the articulation, revision, and I would say confidence. Right? Whatever you are saying, you have to be more confident. Like, don't be doubtish and all. If you don't know it, simply say that you don't know it, but try to patch it up. That's one thing. And understanding what interviewer expecting from you. That's one thing that's important. If some interviewer asks some question, you can also add some more layer to it. You just have to be simple, blunt about it. If you simply ask some question, you just have to answer it. You have to add more things for that answer, right? And that's one thing. And other than that, I think most of the part, I think this would work. Confidence, articulation. I think. First, I would feel proud. I will be honest. So because I came from a very non-IT background, civil engineering, completely unrelated. So in 4 years back, I was I have a fear of coding, right? So currently, I'm a good developer. I'm a good teacher. I'm a good I don't know I'm a good teacher or trainer, but definitely I was a good developer. I was teaching. I was able to teach some students of what I know. I'm sharing some knowledge. Along with that, I got this opportunity in an institute like Mr. Cooper. So I was obviously my parents are happy. I was also happy. So because while I resigned there, the civil engineering company, my salary is not bad. It's recent only. It's around 6 LPA. Because of some personal reasons that I told, this instability, all the some issues in my home and all, I resigned there. So many people doubted me. Like I started my IT career with 12,000 stipend per month, right, in Deep Thought. So later I got this company for 50,000 per month. Then it got to 25,000, which is very less of what I'm doing here, but that's fine. That's how startups work. So I was teaching 2 batches. I was handling development. I also doing some demos for Career Academy to attract students for their marketing purposes. So I'm doing all these things. I'm getting only 25,000, right? But still, I learned so many things, either from Cryo or Deep Thought or I know ERT technology. I learned so many other things that helped me to crack this job, Mr. Cooper. So I think my journey is quite not easy, definitely hard, but I'm happy that it all paid off well in the end.